Okay, welcome to the supply video. This is the video where we're gonna do the same thing as we did in the demand video, except this time we're looking at cells. We're looking at cells, okay? We're trying to draw our supply areas where heavy selling happened, okay? Where we can draw from an impulse leg that broke structure. This is Euro AUD, which has been very nice to trade in the last couple of weeks because it's been beautifully going short and putting in perfect areas of supply and really following price action very nicely. So great examples to show here. And by the last video, you guys should have understood what demand was and how we drew it. So let's just think of it as the flip side. Okay, we're just doing the opposite of what we were doing in the demand. Okay. And for me, honestly, the strategy works for me. It will definitely be different for you because I have a friend who I taught the strategy to, who's very good at buying. For me personally, I'm a little bit better at visually seeing sells with this strategy. I don't know why. Okay, they just work really well for me, and I made the most money selling. That's why even if you look at my Telegram channel, you'll see that a lot of those trades are sells. At least the trades that we win, right? All right, let's go. So you're going to come into, let's say this was a new chart, okay? Brand new chart. And you saw this happen, okay? Look at this impulse leg right here, okay? It broke this, all of this price action. It broke it with one strong impulse, boom, to the downside, okay? If I were to see something like this happen, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my 15-minute time frame and I'm going to refine this area. Okay, let me just draw this part out right here. Okay, go to the 15-minute time frame. I'll have to go find it right there. Okay, now in this scenario, okay, we would actually do this first. Because this first impulse didn't really break structure, we wouldn't be drawing this out. We would be looking for this leg to the downside, right? We'd be looking for this leg. What I always do, and I'm going to teach you guys in the price action part of it, in phase 3, the criteria for entering the trade, okay? Your original supply zone should be drawn here. Okay, it should be drawn right here. This is where we're expecting it to come back. But remember what I said before. It takes just 2 candles to draw another zone. Because when we're in a strong push, sometimes we have to consider, okay, this was the push, but this was right after these 2 bullish candles, this is when the real push really happened, right? This was when the real action started happening. So yes, it would be great if we could get back to this zone, but we're also still gonna mark this zone up. Okay, we're still gonna go back to the 1 candle before, and we're still gonna mark this zone up. Because if it's not gonna pause here, we'll just see it blast right through. And we do not enter unless we have my entry criteria. So if we do end up drawing the wrong zone, it's okay because we most likely won't end up in the trade anyways because it won't meet the criteria that we need, okay? So beautiful example of a supply zone drawn right there. And you know what, for the sake of this video, I'm going to try to stick to maybe the 15-minute time frame to show you how many times you can draw it out, okay? Impulse leg to the downside, right? You draw this one right there, okay? There were more opportunities, right? This is when you get into the scalping of it, okay? You can even find one just real quick zones. This is what I did to pass the FTMO challenge in one day. I was just drawing zones out like this, boom, scalp, quick, like in and out, okay? But we just want to look for more high probability trades. Like this would be a more high probability trade, okay? in here. That would be a really good supply area, okay? On the 15-minute, it's a little unclear, so we'll switch over back to our 1 hour, okay? And you just, here's another example, okay? Strong impulse to the downside breaks all of this market structure, pulls back, which it has to. When we go back to our 15-minute time frame, this would probably look like this, refined. Okay, would look like this refined. And we would be able to get this really beautiful trade, you know. Once it met our entry criteria, it would probably look like something like this. It would probably look something like this, you know. Always target the bottom end, right? And then I'll tell you later how we're going to use some of the take profit methods. So, you know, huge risk to rewards on these confirmational trades, you know, following the direction, following a key supply area, waiting for price to come back, being patient, right? Being patient. Because when you're being patient and you get one of these moves, it's a lot of money to be made. You can finish the FTMO challenge with one trade, literally one trade. It's all it takes. Okay. Again, it's so, sometimes when you start understanding this, man, it becomes so easy. Like, you know, yes, we're pushing down. We have a pause and a push up. And then this is what really created the break in structure, right? This leg right here, this pause and break. We came back to that zone and we dropped again. Okay. Again, we just keep looking. You can sit there and scalp all day long. And there's one thing I'm going to show you guys in phase 4. It's called, I'm sure some of you guys know what a bear flag is, but using supply in conjunction with a bear flag, it's an amazing pattern, amazing way to take literally confirmational trades. Some of those trades I took during that 1-day FTMO challenge, I just kept looking for the same setup over and over and over again, and it was just amazing. Okay, another example, very easy example we have right here. Okay, big push to the downside, breaking structure to the left. Big push to the downside, breaking structure to the left. Once we go and refine this on the 15-minute, it's probably going to look something like this. And just look at that. Like that's, whoa, what did I do? Look at that. Okay. If you can get one of these trades a week, one trade a week, you don't even need to overtrade. One trade a week, targeting the liquidity down here, which we'll talk about later. 5% should not be an issue. Making 5% a week should not be an issue. If you are patient, if you practice drawing out your zones, and if you use the entry criteria that I have set in place, according and also in conjunction with, you know, some of the confluences that I have created, if you can follow that system, okay, if you can follow that system in conjunction with the supply, with the price action at the right time, this is a beautiful trade. Okay, there's so many confluences in this trade that you'll see some of the confluences that I'll talk in part 4 too. I just don't want to get you too confused right now. This video is all about just showing you how to draw supply. Okay, when you have a market, that's why I'm saying don't try to take reversals. Just keep following the market down. It will just keep giving you trades. You might get stopped out, a couple trades here and there, but majority of the time it's just gonna keep giving you trades until something like this happens. Okay, until something like this happens where boom, you get a blast and it breaks all the market structure. Now we could potentially be looking up. Now we could potentially be gearing up for a reversal, right? We could be gearing up for a reversal now. But you were able to get all of these trades. Like if you just kept following it down and maybe you lost 2 trades here, you would have made so many percentages all the way down here. Okay. I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more about what a zone would be. Okay. What a supply zone would be, right? This is a trade I would have definitely taken because this was a legitimate supply area. We came back, and as you can see, we would have entered and we would have actually gotten out at break even, because at this point we would have gone break even. Okay, so then you just move to the next supply area, right? Until I'm 100% sure that this trend has reversed, I'm gonna keep looking at the next levels, because I don't know, you know, this could just be a push up and then all the way back down. So we don't know, right? We can actually go to the next level in a situation like this, and you could have entered this trade. Maybe this trade will end up and going all the way down. I don't know, right? Maybe you got stopped out here, but if you draw the next little pause supply area that created this leg, you would already be in this trade risk-free. You would already be in this trade risk-free. Personally, I'm actually going to take this trade if it comes back to here. If it comes here and it gives me the right confirmations, I would take this trade. All you have to do, if you see a situation like this, put an alert on. Okay, let price come back down, get back up there. Once price has gotten back up there, it's taken a lot of liquidity. Wait for the confirmations that I'm going to teach you later. And I think worst case scenario for this trade, if the market is pushing up in a strong trend, you'll get a break even trade. Worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, this would be a massive trade if the trend is intact and it's actually pushing down. This could be like a really big trade. Okay, this could be a really big trade right here. And it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. Because the main trend is still down. We're still in this downtrend. I'm not going to change my bias until probably one of these really, you know, swing highs has been taken out. Okay, it's been taken out. So I hope you guys understood what I mean by supply areas and how to draw them. If you have any kind of confusion, go back to the start of the video and rewatch it. Go back to the video and rewatch it. Okay, you need to go to TradingView, find a trending chart, go back in time and start drawing your zones out. Okay, start drawing them out. Refer to the line chart if you need to. Stick to the 1 hour and refine them on the 15-minute, and then you'll be taking them later, but just start practicing drawing these zones for now. Okay, so I'm going to end the supply video here, and we're going to move on to the next video. Okay.